Hi everybody, it's Mary Catherine here. Welcome. I just wanted to pop on kind of quickly because I am in the process of launching something new. I'm in the process of creating something new right now, and I'm launching it pretty soon. And I just wanted to kind of put it out there. It's quantum play. Essentially, what I'll be doing is launching a quantum play group for those of you that I've gotten requests before to kind of create a container where everybody can get together and we can play and we can access the quantum field and we can access our gifts, our abilities. Hi Shri, welcome my love. Where we can travel through time and bring forth the energies that we want to embody and to become. Where we can go into the divine feminine and heal through that. So this is a space I want to create, okay? This is just some of it. That's a taster of it, because it's going to be 3 months of this. Week by week, we'll be going through different topics that are going to help us access this. And my main intention for this space is to do it through the vibration of play, because play's been coming up for me so much, and I find it is the easiest energy for us to move through our shit, our proverbial crap. And it is the easiest way for us to access that magic. And I call that magic. And what is magic? Magic is the divine essence of us. Magic is love vibration. Magic is the healing capabilities that we have to heal ourselves, to help others heal themselves, essentially. It is a space where we can play with energy and feel it, sense it, experience it, taste it, all of the senses, so that it's tangible to you and that you can access it anytime in your life. I want that to be available for everybody. And I want everybody to be able to access, so this space is going to be a sacred space for you to access your own particular gifts and abilities, because every one of us is unique. And I want this space to be something that's created to allow that unfolding, a beautiful unfolding for you into your own empowerment, to be confident in using your unique gifts and abilities. Now, you might go, why would I need to do that? What would make this something I need right now? This is actually specifically for those of you that love to play, heart-centered, that want to become even more heart-centered. And I know a lot of you out there right now, and I've even seen a couple of hearts coming in. Hi! You are ladies, because this is specifically, I'm aiming this at the ladies out there. I'm going to check I am kind of live. I am seeing hearts coming in. I'm just going to see, is this going through? So why am I doing, yeah, it is. Awesome. Oh, Nicole, you're on. Again, I can't see. I don't know why on the computer, but on the phone I can see. So why am I doing this? This is for the wayshowers out there. This is for the healers out there. This is for the coaches, the transformational life changers, the entrepreneurs that are coming from a heart-centered space and want to create massive impact, or just be creative in their creation and sending that out to the world, which is essentially your light. That's your vibration, your own unique part of you, your soul essence, the smell, the taste, the lushness of you. I want each of us to come into that even more, to shine that even brighter. Now, some of you have kind of noticed, I've gotten a couple of messages. I've been offline for the last week and a half. I kind of went, a little cold turkey from Facebook, from the computers. And I did that because I went back to Ireland and I was busy, I was working. But I was also in that kind of going inwards. Like I was really going into that deep, dark, that cave that we all have within us. And sometimes we need that. Sometimes that's important for restoration and for building our energies up, because we're coming into that next stage of expansion. And I am going to tell each and every one of you that I felt a little stuck at one stage. It went on too long. And I had to access my play the last 2 days. And I had to access my magic the last 2 days. And how I did that was through connections, was through the magic that happens when women get together in a sacred space and we create it together. We are the mirrors for each other. And when our intentions are pure, when our intentions are from a space of love, when our intentions are from a space of play, we move through our stuff so fast. We have like rapid, massive change, massive shifts. And then we can bring that outwards to our families, to our relationships, to the world, to the work that we are creating, to the shifts that we want, that ripple effect to happen. So I'm creating a space right now, and it's bubbling deep within me. It really is. It's like that right within me. And I wanted this to be for, I'm kind of sensing around 12 women. That's what I'm looking for 3 months, to travel with me on this journey of magic, of creation, of coming more into alignment with yourself, to get unstuck of any saboteurs. Hands up who has that, because she's been around her head a little. And to get that massive clarity, to access that deep wisdom that is within each of us. And it might look different for each of us, but it's there. And I'm going to be that guiding hand, just facilitating you to do that, because that's where my magic lies, in that as well. And I want everybody to experience that. So my lovelies, those of you watching or will watch, I'm going to be launching this in the next couple of weeks. I'm putting it together week by week right now, with the topics, the questions, with the healings, because this is also, I'll be accessing some of my gifts for this, and it's going to activate yours. Okay, so activations, codings, DNA changes. We're going to coming into a high vibrational space. And we're also, at the same time, it's high vibrational, but we're going to make it very grounded. We're going to root into the bodies, into the earth space, into the womanhood of each of us, because we're going to access that divine feminine in this space too, because a lot of our magic is untapped, and it's in there, my dears, it's in there, my ladies. So we're going to be doing that, and that's going to include teaching you about the earth, how we access the earth gridding system, how we access energies in the quantum field, how we anchor it in, because we can be like traveling and having fun up here, but it's no good to us if we can't anchor it in and make it into the real world, make it into the magic that manifests into matter for us, right? That's what I want to show you. That's the journey I want to bring you on. How does that sound? Let me know in the comments. Let me see, has anybody sent any questions or comments around this? Because, oh my goodness, let me put this on, that's what I want to show you, on mute. So it's going to be 12 weeks, and it's going to be in a private space, a sacred space. There's going to be exercises for you to do every week, connections with each other every week, and I'm going to like formulate this and put it out there. So, oh, okay, I'm just seeing some, again, the computer is not showing this to me, so just bear with me while I read it on this, my ladies. Shri, oh, you missed me. Oh, I missed you too. I'm only gone a week and a bit, like that's it. It's a couple of days I haven't been on. You haven't seen me in ages, Jean. Oh my God, that's so funny. In the life of Facebook, like a little over a week obviously feels like a year. It's like, if you're not seen, you don't exist. Is that it? Well, I'm back. Hello, Gabriella, my darling. Yes, I was for a week, but in all honesty, Jean, I've been painting and laying groundworks and grouting and cleaning carpets, and I was doing that like every single day. So I've been preparing. I'm very much a DIYer. That's the practical side of me. I was very much preparing and working the whole time I was there. So I was only had a certain amount of days to get everything done, so that's what I was doing. Nicole, how are you, my darling? And I'm shining nice and bright. Why, thank you, Nicole. And I am going to be real with you girls. Like the week I was, oh, you were away as well for a few weeks, Jean. Like the week I was home, energetically, I could feel a shift in Ireland, right? There's something big happening in the energies of the earth in Ireland right now, compared to when I was in Europe, right? And like I could feel like that whole like going into my cave. Essentially, I was home, but I was also in the metaphorical cave, really like clearing out my own stuff, but also getting attached to it a little bit and like uncurling those fingers that were like saying, no, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to come out and be seen. I'm afraid to expand even more, like, add these little stories. So, like, it's been that couple of days. And how I've done that is exactly what I'm offering here, which is so ironical in a way. Play, magic, connection, create sacred space. So, my darlings, I came back home here to France, and I had ordered these before I left, and it took a while to get here. But because I want to play just for like 10 minutes, I got 2 new decks. One is the Divine Feminine, and one is, of course, I love the Dragon Energy. I work a lot with Dragon Energy. So that's also going to be in our play space. So beware. The Divine Feminine energies and the Dragon energies are coming up strong. So if anybody wants me to pull a card and just play for like a few minutes, I'm going to do that. I am pulling 3 only. So those of you that maybe I'm feeling drawn to, and I'm getting like a collective message for everybody essentially. Does anybody want one? And I'll just wait and see on this, because I'm doing this spur of the moment as per usual. I don't ever make a plan kind of concrete of when I'm coming on. Shri, I see you're first up. Okay, my sweetheart. I'm kind of getting drawn to the Divine Feminine for you, Shri. And I'm just releasing. So I'm immediately, my face, I am wanting to breathe quite deeply and release like what I would call residual energy or something in the face. So if you have anything, and you bring your hands just and just start massaging, like you do with I Love You Me, just start massaging even the sinus points, this point, the temple points, the third eye point. Just start massaging that right now, Shri, as I'm going to pull this and start breathing in. And if you're sitting down, I'm going to invite you, as you're massaging, take a breath in. And girl, move those hips. Those hips don't lie, right? Just allow that like looseness to come into the root and the sacral for yourself. So I'm just going to invite in whatever. And again, playing, asking questions through curiosity, through play. What does Shri need today? So it's like when you ask these kind of questions, even of yourself, what do I need, me? I need more light, more focus. So I'm just getting the words light and focus for you, Shri. Are you in the cave a little bit? You know the way I said I was in a cave last week? And that cave was where there was grief there. I was processing grief. There was fear there. And I went in there to give myself time to process. But I was in there longer than a day or two. And it's like when we go in there longer than a day or two, and day or two is healthy because that's filling ourselves back up. It can be from self-love. But when we stay in there too long, we can forget why we were there in the first place. And then we get comfortable in the darkness and we forget that actually we are the light and that we're filling up in light. We forget that. And it's like we get lost in the dark a little. And sometimes we need to be reminded, or maybe even need to just be a little bit curious and look outside the cave. Maybe hear other people's laughter. Maybe allow somebody else's hand to come into the cave and just guide us out. And that's through connection. Sometimes we need to speak what it is out when we're in that cave. What is it that you're feeling right now? What is it that's happening right now? What is it? I can feel a big expansion for you, and it's from my back, so it's like a big heart expansion wanting to happen. Almost like the 2 points where the wings, let's say your wings would come out of your back. I can feel that. Okay, Shri. So I'm going to pull a Divine Feminine card for you. And there's this story, this legend. It's one of the things I went over in my I have a women's group that I was in this today. And it's the story of a goddess of light. And she had a fight with her brother. This is a Japanese story, a legend, a myth. She had a fight with her brother, who was the god of thunder. And she became so angry and so hurt and so disillusioned after her fight with him that she retreated with her light into the cave. She brought all the light of the world with her into the cave. And she stayed there in hurt and in anger and in pain and disillusioned. And she forgot who she was. She forgot she was the goddess of light. For all she saw in the cave was the darkness of the cave. And these little elemental beings came along. They wanted her light back in the world, and they decided to bring a mirror to the mouth of the cave. And this mirror, they shone onto her. And she became curious. She heard them laughing, and she walked a little closer to the mouth of the cave. And when she walked closer, she saw this mirror, this massive reflection of light back onto her. And she was in awe of this light, and not realizing that was her. And she walked a little closer in this awe and in this wonder at the beautiful being in front of her that was her, that she'd forgotten. And the light shone even brighter. And hearing the laughter and the joy of others, when they realized she's recognizing this, she felt that joy and that laughter rise up in her. And then she realized that that light was her. And she stepped out of the cave and once again brought the light into the world. And that's kind of, that retreat into the cave. We forget that when we are the light, we are the wayshowers here on earth right now. Our vibration, our frequency is light that we are anchoring into earth. And sometimes when we retreat too long or too much into the cave, and we can forget and we get comfortable again in that coziness of not having to grow and expand. Hands up if you know when you've been there. And we forget we are denying others our light and also ourselves. And all we need sometimes is that hand into the cave, that mirror being reflected back at us. So others' light, a reflection. We see ourselves in others, essentially. So having a connection, coming out through play, through joy, through laughter. Sometimes that's all we need. So Shri, I don't know, I wanted to share that with you. And it may not make any sense. But I hope it does, because it really resonated with me today, because I saw how, there's two here for you, Shri. I saw how when I connected with others today, that they were all a mirror and a reflection of me. And in us seeing the truth of each other, we realize we're not alone and we don't need to stay in the dark anymore. And in that rawness, that vulnerability that we have in that space, that we can speak that way with each other through friendship, through just being women gathering together, we felt safe to share our experiences and take a step forward, to be curious and to be open for that transformational change, to step out of the cave. And that's what I've done in the last few days. I've just taken that step out and all of this got downloaded. And this is my next step. And I want everybody else to find their next step, right? So my Shri, very powerful cards. I can feel it like radiating off. Instantly my throat is getting activated, like a release in the throat again, the throat chakra. Okay, so the expression, coming into your truth, expressing your truth, expressing how you feel. Green Tara being the first. Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. So you look how bright that halo is around her. It's incredible. So there is a release on your right side for the male. Just right now, I'm just feeling that. And whatever you're carrying on your shoulder, anything there that's on your shoulders, release that. Through all time, space, dimensions, and realities right here, right now. So this is like aligned action, I feel, is the word coming in as well. Taking aligned action. Your next step, A to B. The next card coming up. This is the deck card, the most powerful card in the deck. This is the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever-expanding love. Look how, yes, this is an egg, and I don't know if the light's shining on it, so it's kind of a bit distorted. I'm just going to change the direction of this light so that you can see it. So it's an egg, but for me, it's very vulva-ish, vagina-ish as well, right? The feminine, the sacred feminine, our sacred space down our root. And it's where we birth from. And the cosmic egg is, of course, where the cosmos was birthed from as well. This is the divine feminine. This is very much the divine feminine. I'm going to read from the book because I know I'm getting told to do that. And this is a message for everybody out there. So this isn't just for Shri. This is for more than one that is watching or will be watching. And these are new cards, so I haven't read this before. So Green Tara is 113. Bear with me now. 113. And she is the goddess that embodies the state that overcomes all fear. And she allows us to take action on what we know is right. That's what her representation is. She's the female Buddha, and she's known as the mother of liberation, the mother of freedom. And of course, 2020 is also the year where the codes of freedom are coming in and being anchored in, where we are awakening even more, and where more people on earth are awakening. So that is the freedom, the awakened freedom that's coming in. Okay, so her name is derived from the root of to cross. Tara assists all beings in crossing the ocean of suffering to liberation, to freedom. So we are leaving our suffering behind, those of our ancestors, the suffering of karma, or whatever we've experienced in this life, and we are entering into freedom. That's what this card represents. You have done enough suffering in this lifetime, Shri. You are ready to come off that cross. I think we've talked about this before. The cross, let it go. According to the Tara Tantra, eons ago, Tara incarnated as a king's daughter. She showed such spiritual excellence and such profound compassion that she impressed a group of monks. I'm going to invite you to breathe here, Shri. There's a past life in this for you, okay? So just take a breath. I can feel this past life. This might resonate quite deeply with you. They told her that they would pray for her to be reborn a man so that she could reach enlightenment. Take a breath. There's definitely a past life for you in this. Just take a breath in and allow that energy out because I can really feel that building. Let it out. You've heard this before, by the way. That's why I'm saying take a breath in. If you haven't heard it in this lifetime, you've heard that in another lifetime. I wish you were born a man so that. So take that breath and let that out. She responded by enlightening them. She told them that there's no such thing as male and female. The ideas, projections, and expectations that we superimpose onto the male form and the female form are not real. They are contrived from emptiness. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Tara vowed then and there before all the monks that she would remain a female Buddha for all lifetimes, until all beings were liberated from the illusion that a person's sex determines their ability to become enlightened. Tara has 4 different types of enlightened activity and divine attributes, depicted symbolically through the colors red, white, black, yellow, and green. Green Tara is Tara's embodiment of compassionate action or enlightened action. Her green color signifies vigor and vitality. Her mudra also represents vitality. So I'll just show that there in the hand. And the purity of our life force, the prana mudra. She is the action we take from a deeply rooted place within our hearts. She is the energy that seeks to act in alignment with what will free and liberate us and others, so that we can liberate others, so that when we are freed ourselves, we show others how they may also free themselves. It's the ripple effect, the butterfly effect. So that's the story of Green Tara and what this card represents. And when your soul chooses this card, it's a nudge to get moving. Okay, Shri, it's a nudge to get moving. Take that aligned action to do what it is your soul compels you to do. Don't sit with an idea or project any longer. Take action on it. So I know I kind of there was a reason I used the cave symbol today when I started this conversation, and that I myself was in the cave last week. And today I'm finally taking aligned action. Is there anything for you to, is there a mirror that one can shine up so that you can see your light, Shri, right now, and just take that step closer to that aligned action? Don't think about a friend who keeps coming into your heart. So don't wait to express your love to someone you've needed to. Go now, tell the truth. Let your feet be moved by what has been caged within you. Let your wisdom shift into inspired and aligned action. Tara is the message from the time for action is now. There's nothing to wait for, no person you need to become before doing what you've come here to do. You can do it right now. And I know part of what we think is we're not good enough or we're not ready yet. And these are like the excuses we tell ourselves. And I just need more time. And sometimes that's true. But when we become comfortable in that cave, we can forget the light that we actually are. So there's nothing to wait for. Start small. Let the soul lead you and not the ego. And take a breath when I even say that. What is the truth of the soul? Because the ego is something else. What's the truth of the soul? It's not the grandeur of the gesture or effort. It's the amount of love something is done with that ever matters. There's so many injustices in the world and so much suffering that it's easy to get stuck in the molasses of helplessness. And I kind of was talking about that in the cave too. That's what I felt last week. The brilliant Burmese diplomat says, if you're feeling helpless, help someone. Green Tara is about aligning what moves us to tears with compassionate action. She's the push to do something, anything that might alleviate the suffering of others. In the process of taking action with love and from love, we also liberate ourselves. And the meditation that goes with this card. What does my soul want me to take action on right now? And all of us there now, I'm going to invite every one of us watching this, or close your eyes and just take a breath in even, because I'm going to do the same now. So bear with me for a few minutes. What does my soul want me to take action on right now? What does my soul want me to take action on right now? And just breathe it in and out. Thank you. So I received another message there. And my soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. That's the intention for this. Following heart-aligned action. So Shri, that is your card. Quite powerful. Can you feel the power in that? That hit home for you too, Nicole. Good. How are you, Mrs.? Hi, Emma. I'm actually going to, because 2 cards came out for Shri. Welcome, Emma, and welcome everybody else as well. I'm going to just go through the Cosmic Egg one because this is for all. This is going to be for everybody. I'm just getting that. This is for all, like the all is being emphasized. I'm just going to ask who's saying that, please. I'm getting told the guides of all. Okay, so whoever that is, welcome. Welcome to the guides of all that are here. 214. Nivashkana masate ba alkuru enhete malawa alkuru inichi mana apaki nini dana alkuru hoto yamana ashkna ese ba auto lihini ara. This is a throat clearing that's coming in. Shnaskno urui mene hepa alkuina na sate e hi ka ala oro oskoma ate shknaru ntne pe anakate, where we've wound ourselves up in falsehoods and lies. So that's what that is there. So thank you, releasing that. 214. So that's for me too. Whew, girls, ladies and gents. Right, the cosmic egg. I hold the universe within me. This is the divine feminine. And this is the energy that will be in the space I'm creating called Quantum Play. And I'm going to be launching that soon in a couple of weeks. Okay, so, because these are the energies, what's being pulled here is, these are the energies we're going to be shifting through. So there's no mistake in me pulling these cards. Okay, so the cosmic egg is the core symbol of the divine feminine, creative force. This is the point of creation. It is a spiritual motif found in creation myths and countless cultures and civilizations through all time. It represents a birth, a new beginning, right? That's what I feel I'm on. I'm on my new beginning right now. And Shri, your first card is around that, taking that first action step to new beginnings. And it's an expansion of life. Before every expansion, this has been my own personal experience, there's that like contraction. It's like the breath in, and it's like that holding of the breath right before we exhale. And that expansion or that contraction, it is like birth, giving birth even, you know, the contractions and then the retract, the push, and then the birthing itself. And that's uncomfortable. And it doesn't need to be that way. You know, we can birth not from pain and suffering, we can birth something new from orgasm, right? From joy, from play. And that is why I want this curiosity space that I'm creating as well, this space of play, quantum play, where it's not us working on ourselves, where it's tough and it's heavy and it's, you can actually access and release through play, through that joy of vibration. And moving back into this card, it says here that in the Rig Veda, this is the oldest, one of the oldest texts, the cosmos is described as a golden egg-shaped womb, and the entire universe is said to have emerged from it. In Greek mythology, the Orphic egg hatched from the primordial deity who then created all the gods and goddesses. So it's depicted as an egg with a serpent wrapped around it 3 times in the Greek mythology. And the Egyptian, Chinese, and Polynesian mythologies, among many others, creation began with an egg as well. So this is just such an ancient symbol of creation, of birthing, of new beginnings, and of expansion. And in modern cosmology, it's believed that 13 billion years ago, the entire mass of the universe was compressed into a gravitational singularity, the so-called cosmic egg. So that's in our recent history. And from that, the universe has expanded ever since to the current state, and it's going to expand even further day by day. So when your soul selects this card, nothing needs to happen. Everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe within you, inside you, and all life emerges from within. Hi, Martha. So if you try to exert pressure, so that pushing force, that pressure force, that's the contraction or the retraction, for something to exist before it's ready, that new life within you won't have the time it needs to fully form. The cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within each one of us. It's the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expressions of life. And this is all around divine timing as well, which is kind of funny, Shri, because this one is all about taking aligned action. But in taking aligned action, there is divine timing as well. And that's that, there's a subtle energy there for us to feel into. And what I'm getting is with you, it's like go into that stillness. Find that stillness within. And then allow that play, the curiosity. What is this for me? What's my next step? What am I birthing? What am I creating? In serving others, just taking that step outward, that's allowing my light to shine. I'm okay with that. What is that next step outwards? Okay. So the egg is the faith that our process is sacred. And in the midst of what looks like chaos or delay or even death, there's a tendril of new life that needs only our trust to eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. So even when I'm saying that, the last week for me felt like a death of a lot of old me's, a lot of old thinking me's. And I'm even going to say ego. God, my ego was freaking huge last week, lads. Like it was like out here, ego me. So allowing and that's that little girl in me, wanting to hide, come find me, where I just had to unfurl the fingers and release, let go. So if anybody is feeling that right now, and the energies right now where there's any sense of wanting to hide or just retreat, those cards are kind of there for you to allow you to trust. It's confirmation, just trust and take that aligned action. Okay, let me see. Is there any other questions? So Martha, welcome. Lara, hello, my love. And Shri, okay, so you're just saying you want to find and ask the question, what my soul wants me to do, which is the first card. That could be such a simple answer. And when I asked what my soul wanted me to do yesterday, because I asked this question in a different way, but more or less the same thing, I did get the answer to, allow peace and allow play more and connect. So I reached out to somebody and I had a talk and a conversation. And in that talk and conversation, there was a mirror reflected back at me. And in that mirror I saw reflected back at me, I saw the truth of me. And that's all I needed to see that day. And the next day I had another conversation with somebody and I had another mirror reflected back at me. And I saw the light and the truth of me again. And in all these mirrors and reflections, because sometimes when we retreat, Shri, all we need is just to take that step outwards. I think for you, it's coming out of the cave a little bit more, okay? Come out of the cave, take that little curious step outward. Who would you like to connect with? Who feels like you would like to connect and share with? Who feels like you could uplift them, they could uplift you? Who feels like fun to play with? Maybe it's like a half-hour play, what's fun for you right now? So Emma, you're listening to Sheryl Sandberg's book, Lean In, at the moment. She says women hold themselves back so much by thinking that they have to meet 100%. Absolutely, hear you on that. 100% of the criteria for a job or promotion before they apply. Men will apply. I've seen that before written somewhere. They'll apply when they only have 50% of the criteria. Yeah, I've seen that before. Sheryl says we have to go for things no matter how ready we feel. Yeah. Because we'll only learn how to do it when we actually start doing it. And that's part of the magic, actually, ladies. That's how magic unfolds. It's like in that play, in that curiosity, in that exploring, that exploration, there's no right and wrong. When we're in that vibration, we can't make mistakes, because any mistakes we made, there's no right and wrong. We're simply learning. There's no failure when you play, because you can't play wrong and you can't play bad and you can't play at failure. You simply learn something. And that's that vibration I'm inviting more and more of us into, because so much of us have that fear, like what Emma said there, of doing it wrong or not being good enough or not being ready. And we have these expectations, right, of what ready looks like, of even, and Shri, I know you. So I know you see a lot. And just like me, you can even see a little into the future, or maybe vast degrees into the future. And sometimes we can hold or attach onto that and then have an expectation of what the universe, how it should unfold for us. And when it's not unfolding exactly how we thought or we planned or we wanted or we expected, it's like, oh, I'm holding on to that. Why isn't it working for me? Or what am I doing wrong? And this isn't what I imagined. And this isn't what I asked for. But it's like, can you just release the grip? And you'll see I'm doing this because I was doing that physically even. I was holding in like that. And it's like, come into the breath, soften, relax, play. Take the pressure off. right? Take the pressure off. And Emma, that's exactly what you're saying here. Go for it. A to B. Take that first curious step out of the cave and see what light there is for you to shine and to be reflected back onto you. Hello, gorgeous Martha. Jean, lovely again. Anne, welcome. Neve, welcome. You're welcome, Sheree. Now, I haven't had any other requests for cards, so I might leave it at that. And I will post these in the comments when I kind of finish end the live. Okay, Emma, I'm getting pulled. I'm just listening. I'm getting told to pull you a dragon card. Are you okay with me do that? Because I need to get your permission before I do that. And I can do it privately if I don't do it on this. Is that you, Emma? Yeah, it is. It feels like it's you. Okay, that's your own dragon. Do you want me to pull you a dragon card for a laugh? And I won't do a reading. I'll just pull you the card and you'll get your own message from that. And of course, it'll be for everyone here as well. In love and truth. Yes, you're saying yes. Okay, thank you. Oh, there must be a delay in me reading these, ladies, because I'm just seeing that you're asking for the card now. Whoa! Boom. Okay, so which one is it? The top one. Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, there is going to be a lot in this card for you. I'm just releasing, like, it was my right hand, and there's an energy build up when I pull this. So I think there's a message in this for me too. The trident. The trident being a massive symbol of inner power, of wisdom, of the Trinity, of coming into one's own empowerment. The key. Holding the key to access this. And for me, the word I'm getting is wisdom, and also coming into the divine, because my whole shoulder is going weird on my left side right now. Releasing whatever's been keeping me back. Aquamarine dragon from Neptune. So enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. And spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities to receive ineffable soul knowledge. And I am saying that, and I feel like my third eye is just spinning right now. Like it's like going zzz. So there's like another level there for you right now, Emma. March. Between now and March coming in. Something you're not seeing quite yet, and it's like right there to access. And I don't know what this is that you're not seeing, but it's like a step or a key to something in your life. It's definitely loads of energy coming up on me reading this card. Woo! Okay. I am going to say something to do with children is coming into this as well. Okay? Because I'm hearing children laughter, and maybe that's the play. I'm hearing child laughter. But then when I'm looking at the card, I'm noticing all these little tiny, are these seahorses or dragons? That's what I'm noticing. Now the infinity symbol is coming up in that card loads as well. So this is about balance in the life, work life, personal life, play life, sex life, money life. It's like a balancing act. And it's like I'm seeing the many hands, like Kali arms. You know, the Kali arms coming out of the back. It's like I'm getting that sense of all the arms here juggling everything and finding that space, that power within you to do all of that, right? And that there is a possibility for you to balance this. It doesn't need to be heavy. It's not like you're going to drop things and something's going to suffer. So when this key comes in, when you're accessing this part of you, the aquamarine dragon from Neptune, you're accessing that soul wisdom, it's showing you the endless possibilities that are available at your fingertips. This is really going into the quantum field as well. And this is that sense of bending time. It's that sense of dimensional shifts, vibrational shifts. Like I'm almost seeing you stretching through vortexes into time and bringing forth from the future back into your now the energy that you need, because you're just going to make shit happen. You're going to make magic happen for you right now. And this is really wanting to open up. There's something here on the right ear that wants to release. That's an old energy. And this is these are old limiting beliefs. I can't, I'm not able, or I'm not good enough, or that's not for me, whatever that old belief is. And that's an ancestral generational thing. Okay, there's like an unwinding of that. It's almost like, again, the clock is unwinding. It's like I'm getting that. So wherever that is, that wants to be cleared right here, right now. It's almost like what I want to do is impossible within the time frame that I'm getting, and I'm just, that's not true. How do you want to make it possible? And it can be possible with ease and grace and joy. It doesn't need to be difficult. It doesn't need to be stressful. It doesn't need to be pressure, full of pressure. It can actually be quite peaceful and feel quite playful and enlightening. So the back of the head as well is an opening here. So we all have a chakra system back here that's not really talked about. I'm just asking, like, what is this? So bear with me. Okay. That is not to be open fully right now. This is to be done first. This is like you're up leveling, and that's at a later stage, but I'm just feeling like it's almost unlocking a little right now. Oh, there's like an adjustment one to happen in your back and your neck. So if you need to just release those shoulders right now and move the neck, you might even get a little clicking that's happening. Just keep breathing in. Okay, so I haven't read the book from this. Again, these are brand new cards. I'm just going to have a quick check on this, and I'll have one card after this because I'm only doing 3. Aquamarine. Something about that trident, it feels super powerful. Like my eyes are twitching. So whatever, there's some amount of magic in this for you. I feel like I just want to keep that card up because there's activation in the card itself. It is about speaking your truth and coming from where you need to come from, your integrity within you, so that others may see you for the truth of you right now. My eyes are twitching. Everything's going mad. Okay, so Aquamarine Dragon, 82. There's a big up leveling for you and a big shift. Are you getting the sweats at night? Like there's it even feels like I'm getting the word hormonal shifting happening as well. But this is all part of, they're laughing and they're saying, this isn't your age. Okay, this is actually part of your body releasing, letting go, and that shifting to carry more light, essentially. I'm going to change that wording and say, to make it into the practical, to increase your capacity. It's like this big capacity increase. What is possible? And that's to do with time, it's to do with money, it's to do with more and more people, the energies of more and more people coming in right now. Like the flock, I'm getting the word flock coming towards you. So this is like you're getting a change. My throat's going now, so clearing in the throat as well. So you're getting a change in your capacity to hold those energies, and you'll feel like hot energies coming through you. Don't worry, it's not the perimenopause or whatever. It's actually this ascension that's happening within the body right now. I'm just sort of saying, increase your water intake right now as well, that you need extra. Bless your water before you use it. Your water source needs to be quite pure. That's just coming in from one of your guides, okay? Your water source needs to be quite pure. They're saying that 3 times to me. So I don't know where you're getting your water from. Your water source needs to be quite pure. Where are you getting your water from? Why are they saying that over and over again? 82. I keep talking here. I'm going off track. All right, ladies. This is the water. Oh my God, your water source needs to be quite pure. This is the water card, Neptune, obviously. Okay, there you go. Sorry, you're writing something here. This is making so much sense. You're yawning like crazy. Okay, good. So allow that energy to keep going through you. And it's not, no, it's not. I'm getting told that you're putting it down to that. It's not just that. Like that specifically was told to me right now. And if it doesn't feel true to you, let it off your shoulders. But this is what's coming in for me as it's not, I don't feel like I'm making this up. In other words, it feels like this is from your guides right now. I'm freaking you out. I don't mean to freak you out, Emma. That's not what the purpose of this is. Okay. Yes, it feels. Okay, I'm going to say this, and there's more information coming in. So, okay, there's heavy metals in that water. There's heavy metals in that water. There's heavy metals in that water, and they're saying that over and over again. You need to. It's something to do with your water. It needs to be very clear right now as you're going through this process. Now, whether you even bless, because you have Reiki, I know you have, so start blessing that water, start cleaning that water, and get a better filter. So I'm getting told you to do that for the whole household as well. Oof. And this is all, so the third, so I'm going oof, because I'm just getting a blast into my third eye, because that energy is going to start really coming in. And it's not just for you, your daughter as well is going to start having this as well. Okay, so I'm just getting shown that's going to happen for her too. And a lot of work's happening at night, okay? You're working a lot on her during the nighttime. So even as you're sleeping, you're going out and you're doing this astral work and you're coming back in again. So even the if you are getting sweats at night, right? That's even the energy work that you're carrying out on your family and others, not just, I'm getting told, and others at nighttime. Now, if you want to get a break from that, if that is somewhat making you a little depleted in the morning time, you can ask for a break, okay? You can ask for that energy to be returned to you. Your bed needs to be a sacred space right now. I would, and this is going to sound a bit weird, like, but this is what's coming in. I know you work with energy. Put a symbol over your bed. You're going to know what one you need before you lie on it. And then almost imagine yourself in that coating and that blanket before you go to sleep, because the energies of others in the household, okay, or even outside, because you're becoming quite open and quite sensitive right now on your ascension right now, and the capacity increase that we're talking about, that's going to leave you open as well. That capacity increase, that's the opening of all your energy centers and of this third eye that's happening more and more. And the body upgrades that are happening right now, because you are changing. Okay, at a cellular level, you're changing, and this can be weird for people to comprehend, but it's true. That's happening with you right now. I'm getting a sweat across my lower back as I say this to you, because even you might feel your kundalini start rising. Okay, so don't that the rising heats could be even that coming up and down like that. So just breathe through it, nurture yourself through this, and play with it, because oh my God, so much is coming in. I'm very excited for you right now. There's so much coming in. Okay, so Neptune is a watery planet of advanced spirituality and enlightenment. I have never read this before, and obviously that's what we're just talking about. Okay. The aquamarine dragons from the illuminated planet carry the light of the universe, which contains spiritual information and knowledge. So you are accessing deep wisdom within you. Okay, you're getting ready to do that. It's going to go boom. They will approach us and ask us to tune into them so that we can download this light into our energy fields. This will enable us to take information and know how to apply it wisely in our day-to-day lives. So this is what I kind of said for Shri, or for even when what I'm launching here, the quantum play. It's all good and well, ladies and gents, to start playing with the energies out here and go up here and have the best time, and then you're like, oh no, I've got to come back. Got to come back into the body, and I've got to go into my day-to-day life after my meditation or after my play or after my XYZ. And there's almost this sense of disappointment when we come back in. And I don't know if that's true for any. I'm saying this for somebody out there right now. If that feels true for you, take a breath. Because the whole point of our existence is to enable the play and anchor it in. Grounded enlightenment, grounded spirituality, so that we live in the matter as we can play outside of it. Okay, we can make it into matter essentially, and there should be no disappointment coming back, or no like, oh God, I gotta face the world. So this energy sequence is about you accessing that wisdom, that knowledge, but then actually bringing it back in and making it practical. okay, into the bringing it into 3D and enlightening the 3D, raising up the 3D essentially. So as these gentle dragons flow around us, they also help us to access more of our soul knowledge and wisdom and pass it to others humbly, sincerely, honestly, which for me really means we're in our integrity, because holding vast knowledge, holding vast wisdom, holding these energies, it's important we're always in our heart space, and that there's that space, that's that space of humbleness, so that it is passed from one to the other from the heart. Too much knowledge, too much light, too much lux, light, too much of us accessing too much of this but not being in the heart can blow fuses for us essentially. It's like it can be too much, and we just want to go, okay, whoa, 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 whoa. So always coming back into the heart space and imparting from the heart space and living from the heart space with this like that, and grounding it into the earth. That is the essence of, I feel, this is my opinion, why we're here right now. We're not here to be the what I would say, and this isn't any judgment, but to be the monks on the mountaintops anymore without any connection with society essentially. We're coming back in and sharing this with others. So they have the ability to pour liquid light into us. Okay, pouring liquid light, which builds our crystalline light body more quickly and enables us to shine, which is essentially that cellular change I'm talking about with you. That's what's happening right now. They also enhance our psychic development by enabling our psychic chakras to open up more easily, and we may find our subtle knowing is heightened after encountering them. Guidance. So aquamarine dragons from Neptune, or water dragons, they flow around you, surrounding you with the aquamarine energy and awakening of your psychic abilities. Connect with them often, and each time you do, they will light up more of the keys and codes of your true essence. This will bring your soul contentment and a sense of your divine magnificence. And you will experience higher levels of enlightenment and see your world and universe through different eyes. Your guidance is to drink a glass of blessed water. Oh, God, that's what I was saying earlier on. Blessed water. But also, I feel, filtered for you. And to tune into these dragons while drinking this blessed water. They will be able to touch you more profoundly. So I'll put it on a. So if anybody needs or wants a little attunement right now, I'm going to invite them in for each of us that are out there. So, water dragons, close your eyes and allow yourself to feel them right now. And if you don't quite tune with the energy of dragons yet, or maybe you feel they're a little bit scary, you can just say essence, spirits. So take a deep breath in and out, exhale. And as we are going around the third eye right now, I'm going to invite everybody to bring their fingers to that brow space and place them there, and just gently feel a pressure, a little massage. For any of you that are even overstimulated right now, we're going to invite in that balance, because this can be too active sometimes too. So inviting in a balance and allowing the energy to pass down through your systems and in through the heart, so that it is always received. This light, this information is received from our heart space. The mind doesn't have to work out what it is, right? We'll do that from the heart space. So inviting in the water aquamarine dragons right now. Allowing any gifts, activations, and coding to come in right now, whatever's in the highest good. Through love, through highest wisdom. Inviting in the I am presence and breathing in right now. Sukana asapete ma rono navasate malat kutumana na aurukutana pate bakatutuma ai. Ishkina masata by kutura al hatikane ma nururu alla arasapapikane. Shkna usmanata malakuturis mata padikutribana lali bora anasapi kana uru. Take a breath in all the way down to your sitting space. Open. Soften. Kiana warananava aniti kansnamanava umtne. You can imagine a beautiful light coming in. Beautiful light coming in and just swirling down. And it's going to balance from the crown, from the top of the head to the third eye, clearing the throat as that clearing we received earlier on. And breathing in, place a hand on the heart, a hand on the belly. And just breathe and receive whatever it is you need in this moment. Thank you. And thank you, Emma, for allowing us to receive that. So, ladies and gents, I'm just looking at the time here. And it's 10:12 my time, so I'm going to gracefully say goodbye and thank you. And Pooja, I love you too, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. And I am going to leave you with the message that came out at the start, which is when we go into our caves, when we retreat, and we're retreating because perhaps there's something we're processing or we're integrating, or maybe it's the little boy or the little girl in our mind space. It's like that ego, kind of like hide, disconnect, it's not safe, it's too much drama, and we kind of retreat into the cave. And we're initially doing it for self-love, right? Or we're initially doing it to protect ourselves. And then we forget that a day has passed, 2 days has passed, 3 days has passed, and suddenly it's a week. And maybe even it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. And we forget the light of us. We forget the truth of us. So I'm going to invite anybody that's in that cave, because I was there last week, hiding, retreating. Just turn around right now and allow all of us that are here right now to take your hand. And I humbly offer mine out. And just see that mirror that's at the door. And allow that mirror to reflect the truth of you. Just like that goddess I spoke of at the start, the goddess of light, who retreated into the cave and brought all the light of the world with her. And she saw a mirror at the cave, and it reflected back the most wondrous light, and she became curious, and she walked out. And she heard laughter and joy. In all her despair, her anger, her depression, she saw this light and was awestruck and realized that was a reflection of her looking back. And sometimes all we need is somebody else to be that mirror, or somebody just to show the mirror that is the truth of us. So, my loves, let us all come out of our caves, if any of us are there. Any of us retracting, contracting, and let us step into the expansion, the truth, the love, the light of all that we are. And if you want to know more about my quantum play, which is going to be all about that and accessing that and anchoring that into the now, I'm going to read the little bit I've left on top, and I'm going to send more information through in the next coming weeks. This is a space, a sacred space for 12 women. That is all I am taking on, is 12 right now. And it is going to be a container for 3 months of this. So if you want to ask me any questions or PM me about it now, or just wait for more information to come, it's coming, let me know. And I send you all my love. Thank you. Bye, darlings.